guys, my name is Crystal. I'm a female from Rochester in Kent. I live by myself with my lovely Chihuahua Max, and we go on a few adventures together. Today I've been to Rochester High Street. Not very far from where I live, I know, but at least I've escaped this flat today. Right, so the second place that I went into was the Demeltzer charity shop, and I paid 50p for this paper bag. 50p for this paper bag. They give them to you free in Primark, but charity shops are charity shops, and I do not mind donating to charity at all. So this has come from the Demeltzer charity shop in Rochester High Street. That's where I, Crystal, live, in Rochester. Okay. So what did I get? Well, I have a big chest. And I find that men's t-shirts fit me better than women's because they're larger. Right, so this is a Rugby World Cup Japan 2019 t-shirt. It's made in China. Rugby World Cup Japan. I was once told that my father leaves things in charity shops for me. My mother told me that a long time ago when I used to go to Chatham High Street charity shops. It's your father leaving items out for you, she said, once. So that's the t-shirt, and the reason I get men's tops sometimes is because they're bigger and they fit me better. Right? These are a pair of lovely brand new skinny leg ladies jeans. They retailed at £38. £38 these cost originally. Darcy Ultra Soft Ankle Grazer. These have come from Dorothy Perkins. Pair of black jeans, size 16 from Dorothy Perkins. I will try these on and do a few pictures later on Facebook. So you've got a lacy pattern there, a flowery pattern down the leg, and £8 from the Demeltzer charity shop. £8. So as you can see, even for a t-shirt, which is just basic white t-shirt, you're going to pay £5 in the Demeltzer charity shop just for a basic white t-shirt. Everything has gone up in price. It's making it so impossible even to get second-hand clothes. I go into Primark because it's cheaper than a charity shop at the moment. The clothes in Primark are a lot cheaper than those in a charity shop at the moment. You can get a t-shirt for £3.50 brand new. It's terrible. This, I love Betty Boop. I absolutely adore Betty Boop. So this is Betty Boop as the devil. She's dressed up like the devil, Betty Boop, with her short black hair and her horns on her head. This is a cartoon character, Betty Boop. This cost me £3. So you've got Betty Boop as an angel. She's an angel now, so Betty Boop reversible. So this is Betty Boop dressed as an angel. And then you pull the skirt down, and Betty Boop is the devil. Devil and angel. £3 from the Demeltzer charity shop. I just adore Betty Boop. I always have done. And finally, I've got a Coca-Cola baseball cap. You can get baseball caps in Primark for £3-4, but this has got Coca-Cola on it. This cost me £5. I do wish they'd washed it. It's got a stain on the front, but just because it's got Coca-Cola on it, they've put a £5 price tag on this just because it says Coca-Cola. It's dirty on the top and it needs a wash. It cost me £5. Right, we also went into a newsagent's. I haven't got any scratch cards. I'm not wasting my money on scratch cards. You win sometimes, but not all the time. So in the newsagents next to the Oxfam shop in Rochester High Street, I've got 2 classic hot dogs. So that's my lunch. We've got the Mirror newspaper. The Mirror. Running and hiding. Ministers were last night accused of a COVID inquiry cover-up after Boris Johnson's WhatsApp texts and notebooks apparently vanished. And of course this Philip Schofield and Holly Willoughby's thing on This Morning, I think it's disgusting. You know, people trust what we watch on telly, and a lot of presenters are coming out to be sex beasts and perverts. And children watch television. This Morning was a prime time TV show, and you know, kids are off school, and that, you know, look at Jimmy Savile. He presented a child's quiz show. Jim fixed it for me. When is this going to stop? When are people going to be vetted before they are accepted for jobs, especially in the TV world? We got a Kool-Aid Jammers, strawberry, kiwi, phrase. Well, it's got strawberry and French is phrase. And kiwi drink. I didn't stay outside too long. I get stressed. The shops are crowded. People just annoy you. I mean, I went into the Demeltzer charity shop and you've got this woman laughing with what appeared to be a bloke. And she went, "How much for that bag? It looks like a man bag." And it was 20 quid. She went, "That looks like a man bag." Right in front of me, and I just wanted to get served. And she went, when I went out with my purchases, she went, "Oh, I'll have that." 20 quid for a bag. Just an ordinary bag. She went, "Is that a man bag?" in her posh voice. "Is that a man bag?" I also got some balloons in the newsagents by the Oxfam bookshop charity shop. And finally, I'm going to show you my purchases in the Oxfam charity shop in Rochester High Street. And the lovely lady gave me a McColl's shopping bag to put them in. She said, "Do you want a recycled bag or do you want to pay £10 for a brand new one?" I have a recycled bag. So I get DVDs, and these are 99p each, but I haven't seen them before. Goldie Hawn in Deceived. She thought she had the perfect life, but she was dead wrong. In her first dramatic role, Goldie Hawn gives a critically acclaimed performance as Adrienne Saunders, a woman whose perfect life as a wife and mother disintegrates into a waking nightmare of betrayal and deception. Adrienne's world begins to unravel when her husband, Jack, is apparently killed in a freak car accident. Precious is about a coloured girl that's severely bullied. Precious is a vibrant, honest and resoundingly hopeful film about the human capacity to grow and overcome. School is a place of chaos and Precious can neither read or write. And she's bullied and she's been sexually abused by her father. She's a girl that's been sexually abused by her dad and she's severely bullied. And a couple of boys push her over onto the pavement. The Diary of Anne Frank is a modern literary classic and an extraordinary social document. Life in hiding under the Nazi terror in World War II. And then we've got The Time Machine with Guy Pearce and Jeremy Irons. I've also got this book, which I read a lot. I find things interesting. I just read and I gain knowledge. When I'm in my flat, I don't just sit and do nothing. I read and I learn. And Alexa has the capacity to tell you anything about anything. And you just learn every day something new. David Grossman. David Grossman. Be My Knife. An awkward, neurotic seller of rare books writes a desperate letter to a beautiful stranger whom he sees at a class reunion. This simple, lonely attempt at seduction begins a love affair of words between Yer and Miriam, two married middle-aged adults dissatisfied with their lives. Looks interesting. The writing's extremely small, but I'm sure I'll be able to read it. We have got, this is brand new, plain dyed bed linen, £3, country cream, flat sheet, single. So, that costs quite a bit in even Wilko. So I've got a plain dyed sheet. I can never do without bed sheets and pillowcases. Finally, a flexi map of Paris. A flexi map of Paris. It's laminated. A laminated map of Paris. Laminated. Hotel des Invalides. Central Paris. So I'm just perusing it, having a look. A car should only be used for arrival and departure because Paris traffic can be very tricky. It's also almost impossible to find anywhere to park. The famous Champs-Élysées. I've actually never been to Paris myself. I haven't got a passport, so without a passport I can't really go anywhere apart from anywhere in Great Britain. The Centre Pompidou. Yeah, it's interesting reading. I'll get through that later. So I didn't stay outside very long. No, because I get stressed. I don't like crowds of people. I don't like feeling pressurised. And when I go out, I want to get things done. I want to go to where I'm going, get what I need, and then get the fuck out of there. If you know what I mean. The kids are off school, so there were screaming children in the library. I've had kids, and I brought kids up. And now I just want to break from all of that. I still feel I'm being victimised and bullied. I'm going to tell you something that sounds extremely funny, but I was walking up Rochester High Street, and in one of these second-hand artwork shops, because Rochester is artistic, it's got a lot of art and craft shops. Something I meant to get was another plant, and I forgot to do that because I'm still growing my plants on my balcony, and I'm still trying to do my gardening on my balcony with the pots and the seeds and everything. I was walking up towards the Oxfam shop and remember what happened to me a few days ago. It wasn't funny. and I am a woman, you can tell. These aren't here for no reason. They distinguish between a man and a woman. So I was walking past the shop, I looked into the shop window, and there was a red guitar, a red electric guitar. Years ago I used to have an electric guitar. I've actually done videos with long hair, long curly hair right down my back at Lansdowne Court, twanging an electric guitar, right? So opposite this is a statue of a woman, but where they've placed the fig leaf and the shape of the fig leaf or whatever it is, it looks like a bloke's cock. So it looks like a woman with a penis. In the shop window in Rochester High Street, in one of the shops, it looks like a statue of a female with a penis. It actually does. It made me like giggle. Bullying someone because of their gender is not funny, and I'm a woman and I don't even know why they're doing it. I used to walk down the Rochester High Street with my son, and he used to go and have his hair cut in Constantino's. He used to have his hair cut. I'm a woman, I have my hair cut in a woman's hairdresser's. Right? I'm a woman. I don't go into a barber's, I'm a woman. And I had my hair cut in Kelly's in Chatham High Street. Right? It just makes me laugh. It's done to discredit you, to put you down, and it's done to make out, right, oh, it's a mad tranny, a mad idiot. What are you trying to do? I want justice, and I want compensation, and you can throw all the slanderous names at me that you possibly like, right? And I don't give a fuck, because you're going to pay for what you've done, and that's the end of it. And to everybody else that supports me knows I'm a woman, and it's not, I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. Do you know what Kim said in the co-op yesterday when I went in there? She went, because I bought these Pringles, right? Me, Crystal, bought these Pringles. So Kim says to me, I like Pringles. I was round, I had my niece round the other day. She said, and the niece ate all that. She was sat on the buffet. Kim was sat on the buffet eating Pringles. What is a buffet? Well, in the old-fashioned day, it was called a puff. My nan and granddad had one. It's a little stool that you put your feet up on when you're watching the telly. A poof. It's not a puff, and it's not a buffet. It's a poof. A poof. So Kim was sat on a buffet eating Pringles. Now, I didn't take offence by that. I haven't got a buffet myself. And I'm personally not a buffet. I'm a woman. A female. And the lady in the co-op knows my son because she's met him and she's talked to him. She's met him and she's talked to him. And I know that there is a guy in the co-op called David, because I've seen him and he served me. There's a guy in the co-op called David. I'm going to get on with the rest of my day. You get on with the rest of yours, and all the bullies, you know, back at ya. See you later.